A stunned stadium handshake between club presidents may have just set the transfer market alight when Olympique de Marseille Pablo Longoria met Florentino Perez. What looked like simple diplomacy reportedly turned into a potential turning point for one of football's hottest youngsters. Real Madrid's 19-year-old Brazilian forward Endrick burst onto the European stage with expectations sky high, and now Marseille are said to have quietly asked whether Real would consider a loan that would drop him into Roberto de Zerbi's project, a coach who has made a habit of turning raw talent into top-level performers. The conversation is striking because Real view Endrick as a long-term asset, but circumstances created an opening. Gonzalo Garcia's rapid emergence in the first team and an untimely injury that scuppered earlier loan moves mean the club is weighing the best pathway for Endrick's minutes. Development reports suggest that during that meeting, Florentino told Longoria that if Real decided to loan Endrick out, Marseille would be notified first, effectively giving Longoria a priority window to negotiate. That sort of promise is rare at the top level and instantly raises questions. Will Marseille use that priority to land a genuine superstar in waiting, or is this a diplomatic olive branch that will ultimately lead nowhere? The context matters. De Zerbi Marseille is not a backwater, it's a club on the rise with an owner and sporting director willing to bet on youth and coaches who can accelerate growth. For a young striker who needs minutes and responsibility, playing regularly under De Zerbi could be transformative. But Real's internal calculus is complex. Xabi Alonso's squad now features a forward who has made a statement, Gonzalo Garcia, and when a youth player pushes through the ranks, opportunities for others tighten. Combine that with the injury that interrupted Endrick's potential moves, and the picture becomes one of timing as much as talent. Clubs like Real will not risk stunting a prized asset's development, yet they also can't minutes that would stunt immediate progress. So a loan, structured with playing time guarantees or specific development targets, becomes the most pragmatic route. For Marseille, the chance to sign Endrick even temporarily would send a message to Ligue 1 and Europe. This club intends to compete at a different level, and it's willing to chase players who can supply game-changing potential. For Endrick himself, a season of first-team responsibility away from the Bernabeu could build the tactical awareness and physical resilience he still needs to compete for a starting spot in Madrid. For Florentino Perez, the decision is strategic. Retaining control while offering a priority window preserves Real's long-term option while cultivating goodwill with a European counterpart. That delicate balancing act is why reports saying Marseille were promised a first refusal are so noteworthy. It's not just transfer logistics, it's power and influence distilled into one tactical handshake. The human side also matters. Longoria reportedly apologized personally to one Real target before, keeping lines warm rather than burning bridges, and clubs that maintain those relationships frequently reap the benefits when tough choices arise. If Real do make Endrick available for a loan, the likely variables will be length of stay, playing time assurances, who covers wages, and whether there's an option to buy. Though given Real's valuation of the player, a permanent move seems unlikely in the short term. Keep an eye too on other interested clubs. This kind of story attracts bidders quickly, and Marseille's newly reported priority could be tested as names emerge from Spain and across Europe. The timeline is simple: medical clearances, the winter window or January, and decisions at board level. Until then, fans should watch squad minutes, injury updates, and any further signals from Real's hierarchy. The promise may be headline-grabbing, but in football the fine print decides careers. For Endrick, it's a moment of potential. A carefully timed loan to Marseille could be the fast track to greatness, while the wrong move could stall momentum. Either way, this developing drama between Perez and Longoria is an instant reminder that the transfer market isn't just about money, it's about relationships, timing, and trust.